Hi everyone, Jen here with Searching for Superpower. I'm just gonna share this really quick and then we're gonna get started with part 2 of taking my life back was part 1. Now we're gonna take your life back, right? So let me just take this here share it real quick. I hope everybody's having a good time tonight. I'm super excited just to talk to you a little bit tonight. I'm trying with some different times. I know a lot of you are moms, and so I want to try to make it available for as many people to jump on live. If you are joining live, I would love to have you share the video as well. It's on the left-hand side of your screen so that your friends can hear this if it's something that you think that might resonate with them. Purpose. So, how is everybody tonight? Y'all doing good? I'm excited. It's been a super fun day. I actually was able to paint my office today, which was super exciting. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. So welcome. Again, I am Super Jen tonight, and tonight I want to talk about taking your life back. So earlier today, I shared a little story of mine, and it was basically talking about 3 years ago, I found myself just in this moment where I was literally crying as I was, ironing the laundry. I had a come to Jesus kind of moment, and I knew that something had to change. It was in that moment that I decided to leave my husband and make that tough transition, because I felt like I just couldn't live in this life that didn't feel like me anymore, that felt like a shell, that wasn't allowing me to really live in my gifts and in my purpose and in my calling. So there just had to be more. I knew there had to be more for me, for my kids, and just for the people that I was meant to help. I didn't know what that looked like yet, but it was a huge leap of faith that I decided to take in order to move forward. And it was terrifying, and it was scary, and it was super hard, and it's still super hard to do things on my own. Being a single mom is no joke, and then adding a business owner and an entrepreneur on top of that, it's challenging, to say the least. Like, on a good day, it's challenging, right? So anybody that's just jumping on right now, if you're joining live, please share if you think your friends or your family might be interested in this. Hey Diana, how are you? Please share on the bottom of your screen. It'll be on the little left-hand button, I believe. So I shared a little journal entry of mine, and it was just saying how I had finally decided that I was going to take my life back. You know what? I deserved it. I deserved to see what was out there. My gift to the world and my calling and my power and my purpose was bigger than me. And if I didn't share it, it was going to be a disservice to the world. So with that in mind, I took a leap of faith. I left my husband. To be totally transparent, I had a job, but I wasn't making a lot of money at the time. I had a few bucks in my pocket, had nowhere to go really, and just made it work. It's amazing what a little determination and a lot of heart can do when you feel like there's no options and then they appear to you, right? So have a little faith in those moments. And that was honestly before I even knew what that really meant as far as my personal faith goes. So tonight, I wanted to talk a little bit about, for you, take your life back. I want to challenge you to take your life back, to make it look like what you want it to look like, whatever that is. It can be really tempting, especially in the online space, to aspire to these things that these other women are doing. You see, these girls traveling the world. You see them in fancy houses and big big cars, big houses and fancy cars, and all these things. But you know what? I'm a mom. Does that sound great? A mansion in Maui and partying every weekend? Sure, but it's not realistic. That's not what true success means to me. So when you're thinking about taking your life back, what does that actually look like to you? Not anybody else's version. A lot of us don't think about what we actually want. We don't take the time to think about, like, if I could choose, what would I make my life look like? You know, what makes me excited? What gets me up in the morning and really just, am I passionate about? Most of us will never let ourselves go there because we're afraid of what other people will think. You know, is it weird that I don't want a big house? I don't. I don't want a big house because I don't want to clean it, right? You know, I don't want a fancy car. I've got 2 kids, and I want to have a big car, sure, so that I can tote them around and have their friends in the car and go on trips. So I want a dependable car, but I don't want a fancy one. I don't want to live in an RV and travel the country. That's not me. That's not successful to me. I have 2 kids, again. I like a real bathroom and a real shower. I don't want to shower over my toilet. I know you guys have all watched Tiny House and seen this, right? Which they are super cool, but I just personally, that's not me. I don't want to make $1 million if it means that I have to sit there and hustle every day. If it means I have to sit there and do hours of mindset work and journaling and just manifesting everything. Don't get me wrong. I love my journal time. I love, digging into our headspace, and I think that our thoughts control so much of our reality. However, I don't spend all day journaling. I don't have all day journaling. I saw a woman in one of these groups this afternoon, maybe. And I can't remember her name. I wish I could. If I can, I'll pop it in here a little later. But she said she goes in her bathroom and locks herself in the bathroom in the morning so that she can get her journaling done and set herself up in her mind for the day. Because her kids are all over the place. It's the only place she can get some peace and quiet. So I thought that was pretty cool. But it just goes to show, as a mom and as a super mom, and we're busy, things aren't necessarily going to look like these stereotypical success models that are everywhere. They're online, they're on the internet, they're on the TV, this is what your life should look like in order for you to be successful, the celebrity lifestyle, right? But that's not reality. That's not what most of us are aspiring to. As moms, we want to be able to have time with our family. We want to have a business that allows us the income and the time flexibility to be able to spend that time with our kids, to share those experiences with them that without these things, they may not be able to happen. So, I want a simple business model that allows me those freedoms. I want, to have a solid house that's got enough room for all of us and our friends to come and really enjoy it, where we can feel safe and loved and really just share the time together. I want to spend my day actually helping people, not marketing all day. I don't like a lot of these Facebook groups. It's not my thing. Some women love it, and if that's you, by all means, go for it if you truly enjoy it. I don't. I like actually being able to talk, to network, to teach, and to inspire people. Posting some little, a post, a little quote or a saying, sometimes it's relevant. And if I think of something cool, I'll post it. But just doing that in order to market my coaching, I would rather just coach you. Okay, truthfully. So I want to be able to do more of that. So I'm going to create a business and a business model that allows me to do more of the parts that I'm passionate about. And that's the cool thing about business. There are certain things that you have to do, but there's no right or wrong way. Just like in your life, there's no right or wrong way, within reason, of course, to live your life. Make it look like what you want it to look like. Who cares what your family says? Who cares what your friends say? Who cares what anybody says? People won't always get it. So to finish my story, when I left my husband again 3 and some months ago, okay, half my family thought I was crazy. I can remember, and I love you, Grandma, but my grandma, she fussed at me. She told me I was stupid to do that. Why would I leave this comfortable life that seemed great on the outside into this unknown? And it hurt, and it might hurt if your loved ones don't necessarily support you or understand you if you're deciding to make big changes. But if you know in your heart that this is right, then you have to go for it. You just have to go for it. If you don't want to be that person that regrets it. You don't want to be looking back on your life, 20 years from now and wishing you had done it. You don't want those people that are meant to hear what you have to say to not hear it. There could be a whole tribe of people out there waiting for you to take this leap so that they can take the next step in their journey. All you have to do is make the decision to find your power, to figure out how to utilize that. Get help, get a coach. That's what I'm here for. I love helping women uncover this. It's not easy. And can you do it alone? Sure, you can do it alone, but there's probably going to be a lot more bumps along the way. Get help if you can. If you're scared of an investment, it costs money, okay? It costs money to work with me. That's just the way it is. But how much is your freedom and your life fulfillment worth to you? Is it worth more than money? If your kid, if your daughter or your son walked up to you and told you about their dream that they had, are you going to knock that down and tell them no, that's not possible? Or are you going to do everything you know how to do to empower them to pursue it? So if you would encourage them to do it, why would you not do the same for yourself? Take your life back. You deserve it. If you need some help, I've got 2 more 6-month mentorship spots open with me. It's a 6-month, really deep dive program where we walk through all of the head games. We get your mind past the fear, past the indecision, past the self-doubt and the uncertainty, past what other people think of you, and into what do you want? What are your dreams? What are your goals? What are your desires? And how the heck do you get there? Let me help you design this amazing plan, a step-by-step game plan. Break it down so it's not overwhelming, so that it's easy to follow, and so that 6 months from now, you could be so much closer to your dreams, if not living in them already. Or you can do nothing. Now, whether you want to work with me or not, that's only you know that. I know there are 2 women that are meant to be in these spots that I've opened up, because in my heart, I can feel it. I know they're out there. It just has to reach them. My message is important. It's helpful. It's beneficial. I am confident in the skills that I offer. And I want you to feel that way too. I want you to feel so confident that the people that you're meant to touch are going to find you, that you have to unleash that gift that's inside of you. You have to let those superpowers out. You have to let your light shine to the world. If this sounds like you, if you think even just a little bit that I might be talking to you today, and it's your time to unleash that power, to stop with the excuses, and to get some help, because we all need help. If this isn't right for you, that's okay. I might not be talking to you. But get support, get some friends, find a network of people that love you and you can be open and vulnerable with to help you in this journey, okay? But if it's you, reach out to me, message me. I would love to talk to you. Like I said, I've got 2 more spots, and once those are full, I'm not going to open up one-on-one coaching again, probably until maybe March of next year. So this is probably the last chance you're going to have to work with me one-on-one for a little while. But if not, I just challenge you to take your life back. You deserve it. You have a God-given calling on your life. Run with it. He's given you such immense powers. Tap into it. Figure it out. Sit down with yourself and figure out what you need to move forward and make it happen today. I love you all, super ladies. I can't wait to talk to you soon. If you have any questions or comments, please just write them below and I'll check on it again tomorrow. And if not, I will see all of you soon. I love you. Good night.